So, Ableton. Friendly neighborhood Ableton, right, okay. Put a limiter. Oh no, I'm getting the highest possible level. The first thing I did was work on this voice. Here I just put this right up to 360. You would only really have it less than 360 for, I don't know, a very specific purpose. But yeah, 360, and then I just heighten the rate a little bit, and then the amount. That's it, adds on the effect. And what that does is sort of like brings it down and up over time. You don't see it happen, but that's what these do. So I've done that for both the high pass and the low pass. Put an extra delay on it. Then what I did was I made a kick here. Oh. So see this little button here. Press it. Pretty cool. So what I did, this is my own kick. I designed this kick. Look, user presets, nice. Nice job, man. It was actually the main kick, but then I just duplicated it to make this percussion kick. So if we listen to this. Too much bass. Too much high end as well. So what we do, take the high end off. And just too much power in the bass, so we just take the bass off. Oh. This channel EQ is really nice actually, it's a really tight EQ. Good for this very purpose actually. So yes, with bass you just have to always keep in mind that the person who's going to be playing it is going to have more control over the bass than you do beforehand, so it's better to control it as much as you can before you print the track. And then I was also going to put a compressor on this. Still too much bass. That's better. Still too much bass. Let's try here. I suppose I've got the limiter on here. So it's not really good to have a limiter on because it clouds your judgment. You more want to leave that till you've got most of the elements in. But I'm just going to leave it on for purposes of this review. So look at this thing. So this one isn't very pronounced. I could do this. But it's just a cheat. It doesn't really sound that good. Maybe make it. Anyway. Yeah, you can tell if there's too much bass if you get fatigue, if your ears get fatigue. That's better. Should be able to hear the main kick better now, and also I put a sidechain on this, so every time this kick comes through, every time that kick makes a noise, there you go, noise, that gets sent into this compressor. So you just get a compressor, press that button, click sidechain, select your kick that you want to push the level down with, and then yeah, just put that down, put the ratio up, and you see it's pumping. That's just to allow the kick and the percussion kick to work with each other, and so there isn't too much bass conflict. So yeah, bass control is a really crucial part of your mixing. Now what you can do, I just need to clean this up quickly, sorry, 2 secs. That just needs a little compressor. So I put a compressor on most of my tracks. You can just hear it in the instrument. You can hear when it needs a compressor because it's not as punchy or pronounced, or you can't hear certain parts of it and you want to just accentuate it, bring it to the forefront of the mix, and just make it a solid participant in the sound stage. Like you might not want to use compression on like a reverb instrument. Maybe a little bit, a tiny little bit, just to glue it together, but that's some good shit. So what was I going to do? Oh yeah. So we're going to compress this. Oh, not that. This one. So C1's a nice waves emulator compressor. Really nice. And it's really quite precise as well. It's good. So I'm just going to listen to this on its own. Let's just turn this off for a sec. So yeah, not really very appealing as a sound, but see that? Now when you compress it, you lose volume. Look. So we just have to increase this a bit. That's nice. Now I'm just going to do a bit of EQing on this. Again, it's because I'm listening to it on its own, and I've got the limiter, so that's messing with the sound, but I'll just pretend that I don't have a limiter on the master track, because you wouldn't really use that in the beginning, but I need a specific EQ. Oh, my ears. It's a fucking relief. And I'm not even, these aren't really that loud, you know. So yeah, you're just looking for as much bass removal as you can get away with without tampering with the sound. You're better off using linear EQs, because then it keeps the phase. The phase is the direction that the wave is, you know. So you've got a kick drum wave that's like boom, but if you reverse the wave, instead of going boom, it goes boom, you know, so it changes the direction of the wave. But nothing really wrong with that per se, except the way it changes the way your mix sounds, you know. But yeah, you want the same sound that you recorded out of the microphone to be playing in the mix. You don't want the phase to be reversed in that process. So better to use linear, but because I'm just messing about and this is fine. So we just want the bass to be thumpy but not boomy, you see. See how that sounds with this? So although this kick is cleaned up now that's far too loud, which is good. It's better to have something that's too loud than something that's too quiet. When I'm actually being precise with my instruments and my different channels, I'll actually make sure that the volume's getting changed on the actual channel, on the instrument itself instead of the main faders. I mean, I might put them down just temporary while I'm working on something, but yeah, by and large, at the end of the track, they'll all be up like this. And then what I do use the faders for is automation of changes in volume level, which when you start to get quite good at it, you'll find that when you're making a finished song, you'll actually just do one pass of the song, listen to it and change the levels as you go. So like gives it more dynamic. Anyway, I can know. That sounds better. So there's too much high end in it now. See, because of this limiter on the master track, it just pushes everything that's quiet to be louder. So I'm working against that at the moment. But again, I'm just using the limiter for the recording. See, like that's too loud at the moment, so I'll just quickly put it down now. That's it. See, you just get the sweet spot. Right. Makes so much of a difference, right? So that's that. Got the compressor. Good. So right, I had left this on. Okay, that's cool. So I've actually shaped the bass in these two kicks with max bass open on it already, which is an accident. I was supposed to do that last. So let's see. And if we turn max bass off, yeah, actually in a good place. I think I might just put it down a bit. So max bass is good. So once you've taken all the bass out, you can then layer bass in, but further up the frequency range, so it doesn't interfere with your lower frequencies, which is good. So this is what we've got. Press this So yeah, good. Let's see what happens with this. Oh, nice. Try that again. just put that's a really quick way of just getting rid of the bass quickly that you don't need, that you know you don't need. If I go, see that bass in there is not really necessary. See, right there is where you get just enough bass in to feel the message that's trying to be conveyed, you know. Yeah, compressor. Compress everything now. I'll just use this one. Whoops. Best way to use a compressor, turn makeup off first. So you can hear the effect. Listen. So you can hear exactly what the compressor's doing if you turn off makeup. Oh, here. Jesus, I was going crazy there. Sounding quite fat, so might put a compressor on the actual track. Oops. I don't know where that sound's coming from. I've tamed it. That's still getting too loud, but yeah, very nice.